Hello and welcome to my review of the FL8500 Holzfforma leaf blower. It's basically an 8500 Red Max clone as far as I can tell. Even has like the same filter setup, things like that. I'll say that on the sticker it says it's 6 horsepower, but a Red Max 8500 is more like 4.4 horsepower. So I'm unsure what they're exactly talking about. But it has the same cylinder. It basically is the exact same makeup. Everything looks the same. But they did some little extra things, like they have better straps, I think, with the cross, like as a cross strap for the top. So then it hooks it together and you don't have to hold on to it. I actually have 2 of these now. I bought one for my dad. Mine works great. I used it to blow snow, leaves, everything else. It has what they call an easy start, kind of like the Steels, where it builds up and has more like a spring tension. Usually it starts on, the second or third pull, but we'll see if that kind of goes for me. Let's... Well, it blows extremely well. I will say, I think it maybe needs a little bit of a tune. I think it kind of runs slightly rich, but you can hear it like bouncing off. I'm assuming that's the rev limiter. Sounds like the rev limiter. I guess I could be wrong on that. But I feel like it might need a slight tune, but, I'm letting it break in and stuff, and they always say they won't cover warranty if it's, under, like, you're not supposed to mess with the fuel mixture and stuff. But as I said, maybe slightly rich, at least to me. But heck, it runs great, so I really don't feel like messing with it, honestly. Everything so far has been pretty good. My first one had the fuel tank had been leaking, and this little shroud on the side had a crack in it from the shipping. They sent those out for me, as I said in the unboxing. They didn't have any real complaints or anything. They had to just wanted a video or pictures of it leaking out the fuel tank. So, I mean, don't expect like amazing things from it. I mean, I paid less than $250 for 2, or one each, so $250 each on sale. They had a nice sale on their store. I mean, they usually go, I think, for like $270, and that's with tax, by the way. But if you try to ship it from their website, it's a little more expensive. But I mean, they might be worth it to you if you need a backpack blower. It seemingly runs great though, and I haven't had any issues out of it yet. And I guess I'm gonna have to wait and see how long the life really is on these. I mean, if it's anything like the G6060 Pros, I mean, those things are made like tanks. They have it like their little quirks, just like every other thing they make. But I haven't found the quirk on this one yet. But I really do like the elastic start and the easy start. But I will say the only problem I guess I have is when they ship you warranted parts, it has to come from China, and that can take 30 days. So that's not great. But, I mean, it is what it is. You paid, less than $250 for a leaf blower that is equivalent to like $700 leaf blowers usually. At least I think it is. I was going to try to measure it, but I don't know if that using a scale to measure is really an accurate way of measuring. And I also don't have any like real comparisons besides a hand blower. So like, I don't really know how exactly you measure, the force coming out of one of these things. But I mean, it'll blow everything I need it to blow. So I guess it is on that. If it works well for you, it works well, I guess. One other thing I'll say is it has an anti-vibration mechanism in here that works really well, as well for me at least. It does vibrate, but it doesn't vibrate like your teeth off or anything. But like, it's not going to win any contest either. But honestly, just wearing a backpack blower all day probably is a little bit, wearing on your body anyway. But anyway, I appreciate you watching, and thanks for watching this review. Have a nice day.